Hi everyone, welcome to Small Biz Flash, your briefing on small business news, trends, and insights. I'm your host, Adam Hewitt. Thanks for joining me. Today's show is a shorter format episode with just the news roundup, but no feature. I hope you enjoy it. Please send me any feedback you have. My contact information is in the show notes. And now, to the news. Small business owners continue to grapple with economic uncertainty, and the optimism that showed up at the end of 2023 was short-lived, according to the latest data from the National Federation of Independent Businesses Small Business Optimism Index. Dropping 2 points in January to 89.9, the index marked its 25th consecutive month below the 50-year historical average of 98. Quote, inflation remains a key obstacle on Main Street, end quote, explained NFIB Chief Economist Bill Dunkelberg, highlighting the primary concern for many small businesses. Only 10% of owners reported optimism about improved business conditions in the next 6 months, while expectations for higher sales took a significant dip. The report paints a picture of ongoing struggles on multiple fronts. Profitability declined, with reports of positive trends dropping 5 points to a very poor net negative 30%. Inflation and weaker sales were identified as the main culprits behind this decline. While inflation saw a slight decrease, it remains a top concern for 20% of owners, closely followed by the ongoing challenge of finding qualified workers. Hiring plans have softened, with the lowest level of job creation in tensions since May 2020. Labor shortages persist, but have eased somewhat as 39% of businesses are struggling to fill open positions, the lowest level since January 2021. Inventory trends were mixed, with capital outlays showing cautious optimism but concerns about shortages lingering, particularly in wholesale, retail, and finance sectors. Price hikes continued, but at a slower pace compared to previous months. Notably, 15% of owners reported lower selling prices, marking the largest figure since August of 2020. As you may have heard me mention before on the show, the Treasury Department has a new rule requiring tens of millions of small companies to hand over details about their ownership under the Corporate Transparency Act. The Treasury Department says the database of owners is necessary to prevent criminals from unlawfully hiding assets, but critics argue it is governmental overreach and a violation of privacy. Despite opposition from small business groups, the new rule went into effect on January 1st, but according to the Wall Street Journal, many businesses are still unaware of the reporting requirements. Todd McCracken, president of the National Small Business Association, told the Journal, quote, as we talk to small businesses, there is a great lack of awareness on this, end quote. Late last year, the NSBA surveyed its membership and found that nearly half had no idea what the Corporate Transparency Act was. Failure to file can carry stiff criminal and civil penalties, including for companies' senior executives, according to the FinCEN, the branch of the Treasury Department tasked with implementing the new rule. There will be a link in the show notes if you need more information on how to file your beneficial ownership information. Nearly a year after the run on Silicon Valley Bank, small business owners aren't panicking about their business accounts that hold more than $250,000, the amount beyond which the FDIC won't insure deposits. That's according to a report by NPR's Marketplace, which finds that some small businesses are moving back to larger balances at single institutions instead of spreading them out among several banks, since widespread bank runs didn't materialize. Other businesses are exploring tools like automated transfers to maintain FDIC protection while managing larger sums. Many financial institutions have come up with methods to deal with keeping FDIC protection for business clients' deposits that are over $250,000 since last spring, and business owners are more aware of the need for such protection. You can find more information on this and other stories in the news roundup by going to the links in the show notes. Thanks to our show sponsor, SBS Accounting and Advisors. look for a special offer from them in the show notes. Also, would you please rate and review this podcast on your favorite podcasting app? That helps others to find the show. Thanks so much for listening, and I'll see you next time.